morning. Good morning, everyone. It is indeed a pleasure to be here today. I am going to, as all the learned panelists discussed various things about CSR, about education, I am going to take you through the corporate view of how we are, in a way, trying to do CSR, focusing on education. Thank you. Now, when we are talking about CSR, I feel that no business can succeed in a society that fails. And that is the reason what we do in a business is to achieve commercial success in ways that honor ethical values, respect people, respect the communities, and respect the natural environment. We all know that to live, we need to breathe. But breathing cannot be the sole purpose of life. There is something beyond that. Now, what we are doing here, our approach for CSR is, of course, giving back to the society. And for giving back, what are we trying to do? We allocate 3% of our profit for various social initiatives that we undertake. Of course, I am really happy to say that Thermax board even decided before the company's bill was introduced, it decided to contribute 3% of profit for various social initiatives. And not only that monetary contribution makes a difference, we also want to sensitize our employees and engage them in various social initiatives. Now, as we all know, and I believe all of you will be agreeing with me, that for development of any country, education is very, very important. Today in India, almost 4% of our children never start school. 58% don't even complete the primary schooling. And of course, 90% do not complete school. It means only 10% goes for higher education, which is really a very sad and challenging state for us. Now, also there is one very interesting survey which was conducted by Pisa, and they found that our India there were around 73 countries that participated in this survey. India was one of them. And can you guess India scored how much? It was the second last country, just above Kyrgyzstan, when it was tested on the reading ability and maths and science. It is such a pathetic condition we are in now. Even our Acyl report, which Pratham conducts every year, it also shows that learning outcomes are very, very poor. We all are focusing on the inputs, but we are not trying to see how we can improvise our outputs. What we are doing in different models, we are working on different models, and these models I will try to just explain you very briefly because of the limited time. We started our focus on education, as I mentioned earlier, that there is a real need for focusing on education. We started with supporting 2 of the learning centers of Akanksha, where it is basically after school centers, where it supplements the government schooling system, where the children come to the center and they are given inputs on personality development, spoken English, confidence building. And we found that these children are doing much better than those who are not coming to the center in the government schools. Second, we also adopted municipal school, we felt that let's try and figure out, because the general perception is the government schooling is very, very poor. The quality is very poor. So we thought of why not to start something. Let's adopt a government municipal school and run for it and see how it impacts. And we are currently running 6 schools with Pune Municipal Corporation and Pimpri-Chinchwad Municipal Corporation. And I am happy to say that the first school that we started in 2007, that is the first batch of English medium school of any Pune Municipal Corporation school, and there was a 100% pass result. Out of that, 72% scored first division, and out of these 72, 22% scored distinction. So that is the kind of impact or achievement that these students got. Then there is another, we felt that, okay, this we are limiting ourselves to within, say, 500, 600, 700. Of course, through these school interventions, through these 6 schools, we are reaching out to around 2,000 students. We wanted to also see how we can enlarge this scope. We partnered with another organization called Teach for India, and through this Teach for India, we are supporting their Pune operations, where we place the bright young professionals in various low-income private schools and municipal schools, where we see how they can bring in difference in the quality of learning of the students. Through Teach for India program, we are reaching out to around 5,700 students in 42 municipal schools. Now, we also felt while working on these areas, we felt that getting good teachers is really a challenge. And we all know that quality of education cannot be better than the educators. So we have to have good educators to see how they can impact the quality of learning outcomes of the students. So we started another program, the teacher training program, last year only, to improve the quality of existing municipal teachers in helping them impacting the students. This is a 17 days training program spread over a year, and there is a continuous observation of the teachers that we undertake. Our program managers who are responsible for the school, they visit the school and see and observe the teachers, and they are also trained on the learning gaps. This year we conducted an impact assessment. We took a baseline survey and an impact assessment. Though we did it in a short period, but still the outcome that we saw, the students could achieve almost, there was 15% improvement in their learning levels to their respective grades. So it has, within a short duration, it has impacted. And finally, we thought that we are only doing it within our periphery. Why not to support other organizations also who are doing excellent work in education? We identified some organization, and these are the organizations that we identified. They didn't approach us. And like Soshit Seva Sangh, which is based in Patna, they are working with a community, very marginalized tribe called Musahar. Musahar, its term is basically Moose Ahar, is rat eaters. So, and they stay in abject poverty. And Mr. Singh, who is heading this foundation, he is running this, and he wants to make these children a catalyst of change. And he is bringing up these children and putting them in a residential school, which is they are running. And that's how it is being done. There is another organization called Parivar, which is again in West Bengal, and Shashwat, which is again working with the tribal students. And these are the organizations that we are also supporting. Thank you.